I maybe am just too drained. I watch this because we like to run clips before we play them. I know that this guy is being an asshole, but I don't exactly know exactly the ways in the target of it or the ways in which he's doing this. I don't know whether he's making an age joke. He's certainly obviously dismissing the story about Brett Kavanaugh. It's a little confusing, but this is Congressman Ralph Norman of South Carolina, and he was speaking yesterday at an event at looks like a Kiwanis club, and he had this to say about Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Pleased to be here. Thank you for coming out. I thought I was going to be late. Did y'all hear the latest late-breaking news from the Kavanaugh hearings? Yeah. Ruth Bader Ginsburg came out that she was groped by Abraham Lincoln. I thought I was going to have to be back. Folks, it's an honor for me to be here.
Fire. Guy should become a joke writer for the show. I mean,
hey, you can get away with a lot if you're funny.
That's true. So Ralph Northam can't get away with anything.
Patreon.com/Ralph Northam.
Norman, excuse me. Ralph Norman. No, you spelled it right. I'm just is Northam's the Democratic governor of Virginia, I think, that I'm messing his name up with. But yeah, I mean, what I love though is that like with these like date references, it's like that's not we've said a million times, if someone like Brett Kavanaugh came out and said this happened 35 years ago, horrific event, I own it. Maybe it's even actually informed my views on juvenile policy, which it obviously hasn't, and restorative justice in general, which it obviously hasn't. We're talking about a completely different situation. What we're talking about is that today, it's what did Nixon say? It's the lie. It's the cover-up. Seldom is the event. Like, it's that. It's the lie and the cover-up.
What got Alger Hiss, that's what got Nixon.
It depends what the event was, but...
Well, of course.
Generally speaking, yeah. I mean, that joke is dumb because, like, it barely even makes sense, right? Abe Lincoln is not nominated to the Supreme Court. It's also...
Yeah.
It's also, like, he's able to shoehorn in multiple kinds of misogyny into one joke, right? Because it's, like, making fun of... survivors at the same time that it's like ragging on a woman for her age. So in a way, that's very impressive.
It was also impressive all the ways in which it wasn't funny.
That's the thing, is it says nothing. What the message of that joke is that this is a laughing matter, which is that's why he told it, right? Like he's preparing the room to move beyond that and not be like, oh well, we got this serious thing. It's like, well, we got this. Let's introduce some levity here because that's what's going to make it more comfortable for me to be here with you.
Yep. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. That actually is almost. That sounds like maybe current Dennis Miller material.
That does sound like.
Turns out then Ruth Bader Ginsburg with Abraham Lincoln. Bop bop bop.
That's all that was missing.
Yeah, if he did, it was a bop 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 bop. All right, it's great to be here.
See, then it would have been.
Fran
funny.
Brought some pot roast for us, and it's like gerbils on the Hindenburg. Am I right?
Mary Todd is requesting an investigation by the Pinkertons.
By the Pinkertons. The Pinkerton Camp Company.
But they're the deep state.
They're the deep... No, they would like the Pinkertons. I think they would like the Pinkertons, these guys. The Pinkertons are a major party of the Republican brand.